Over a decade ago, an 11-year-old girl visited McDonald's, the fast food joint. Like most kids, Antonia Brown ordered a Happy Meal. I'm sure you've heard of it. A Happy Meal is a meal curated for children. It comes with a toy and a choice. The toy is based on gender preferences. For example, a Barbie is for girls and Hot Wheels is for boys. Now, Brown has asked, or had asked rather, for a so-called boy's toy. Despite the request, McDonald's gave her a girl's toy, and this unsettled her, so she wrote to the CEO. She said if McDonald's held a job interview, would they ask if someone wanted a man's job or a woman's job? And this made waves. It led McDonald's to change their policy. Today, McDonald's employees still provide the choice of toys, but by themes, not by gender. It was a big win, not just for Brown, but for toys everywhere. Because this episode urged people to question the culture of gendered toys. In the past decade, some of the largest toy retailers have made moves. They got rid of signs labeling toys for boys or for girls. They traded pink and blue shelves for a neutral look. Toys themselves have transformed. There are gender-neutral Barbies and Lego sets with a lesser gender bias. Governments have stepped in too. France has a toy charter. It demands that toy makers avoid gender stereotyping. Most recently, California has joined this club. It has passed a new state law this month. It applies to toy retailers with at least 500 employees. They're now required to have a gender-neutral toy section. It will hold toys for all genders. Now, to many, this may seem like a trivial issue. And we are no flag bearers of wokeism either. But toys are serious business. Decades of research proves this. Every time children play with toys, they learn something. Dolls teach kids cognitive sequencing and verbal skills. Building blocks and puzzles teach spatial skills. Reading maps and hitting targets build cognitive skills. Yet all toys are not treated equally. Girls get the dolls, boys get the maps, and both genders lose out. You may say, girls want dolls because they are more nurturing than boys. Boys are more aggressive, they want guns and cars. And this may seem true, but it's only because of influence from parents, from peers, or the environment, not gender. These gender tropes do not reflect in biology. Evidence suggests that in terms of traits and abilities, boys and girls are more alike than different. They're equally likely to play with a toy car. Yet, it is traditionally a toy for boys. A car is traditionally a toy for boys when there is nothing traditional about it. Gender toys are a recent phenomenon, all thanks to marketing. Back in the 18th century, girls and boys wore pink and blue alike. In fact, pink was a color for boys and men. Pink comes from red, which is a symbol of passion and aggression. By the first half of the 20th century, blue was seen as a color of girls until the first half because of its association with Virgin Mary. And toys were not advertised for specific genders until this point. They came in happy colors too, green, blue, yellow. But by the late 1900s, women of the American high society loved pink. So did the women's movements. So by the 1970s, pink was considered a feminine color. And this segregated the colors. It trickled down to toys. Marketers acted quickly, and today the toy industry is worth $107 billion, all while there are two kingdoms of pink and blue. There is a big wall in between, and children are not supposed to cross it. But who says they can't? Who says they should not? Toy stores have become a color-coded minefield. Demining will not be child's play. But it's about time we made a start.